this kid is just amazing. And the other thing that amazes me is his speech.
Yes.
He talks the same way as one of his favorite characters. From not very popular anime in there. And
his own personal hero, Tona Suman.
That it's kind of like a carbon copy of Ampan Man, which Ampan Man is super popular in Japan.
Uber popular, yeah. Oh, totally.
Especially with kids.
Oh yes. And it's a long-standing.
It's like more than 3,000 episodes.
Yeah, so. decades of airing time and stuff. And so this show, it like turns that on its head. As you said, it's like super unpopular.
Yeah. So Tona-suman, it's samurai pretty much.
Yeah.
And Tona-suman is a father. Kind of like
That's
his secret identity is a father. And I think this is key.
I think so too, which is interesting because I think it's later on in the anime that he says that he's a father, Tona-suman. When you see Kotaro watching the show by himself, I believe. But yeah, he adopts this way of speaking, and I think it's to have that what he sees as a role model.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a bunch of kids would imitate, superheroes.
Oh yeah.
Like I remember playing with some of the kids from my cousins, and they were like, "Yeah, I'm Iron Man," and they would try to imitate his speech or that kind of thing.
So right, how he saunters and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Kids are definitely good at mimicking the role models, and then you're like, well, and why is he like imitating Tona-suman in everything he does?
Yeah, because it's the way of speech, it's a feudal lord. It's an old samurai style of speaking, or at least kind of like a stylized samurai.
Yeah, in the sub version, you can notice the speech more. And I watch it dub, so it still sounded like a very professional English, I would say.
I would agree. I watched a few.
But in Japanese, the episodes that I watched, he was like, yeah, this is like watching an historical anime.
It sure did, because I think like one thing that he says word for word is "I must away," which is like and that's the sub. Sorry, that's the translated into the English. But yeah, I watched it sub myself. So yeah, it's like super stylized, but he does it when nobody else does, and it's weird, and everybody keeps like telling him like, well, I think he knows it's different, but it's his role model.
He definitely knows it's different, and the thing that it wasn't very realistic, but I mean it's an anime, so it passes. It's like this kid is super mature, super observant,
right?
And he's also super smart.
Yes, super smart. Like he's 4 years old, he's able to live in an apartment by himself. Like child services, it shouldn't fly,
Yeah, for some,
it does.
They do mention some law firm.
That's true.
That is the one that pretty much give him the money.
Yes.
To leave.
Yeah,
but
the lady that comes over.
Yeah,
right?
There's a such thing at child services, and then they explain why.
Yes,
kind of.
Yes.
And so
the father.
Further in the anime, they mentioned that his father is very abusive, or he was very abusive with his mother.
Yeah.
And it seems, there was no physical abuse towards Kotaro. There was some kind of like emotional abuse, which in this part, the anime, that's where the seinen part comes.
Yes.
Because
it touches upon this,
Yeah.
and it really dives into this theme. There are many instances throughout the show, actually, with people around Kotaro also. Like the mother that pretty much forces her kid to play with him to kind of make the daughter kind of to see like, oh, well, play with this guy, Kotaro. He lives alone. Look at me. Like, my situation isn't as bad as that boy's situation. And that's like the only reason why she had her daughter kind of to go play with him. But yeah, that's messed up. It's like there are adult circumstances, seinen themes that are intersecting with Kotaro's life.
It shows.
Yeah, that's where it comes in.
It shows how pretty much, I would say, all of the adults around Kotaro have some sort of past or some sort of situation going on that they don't want to show.
Right.
Or they don't want to share.
They don't want to share.
Somehow, like, made it a traumatic experience for them.
Yes. Traumatic. Yeah, because I'm not sure if it would be like they don't want to share with him, but kind of like they are supposed to be like that adult role. So they like, I don't know, maybe it is like that then. Kotaro is pretty perceptive though, but he does find out a lot of the time. But yes, it's fascinating how much he can like pick up on, even though the people don't tell him or don't say. But there's a lot.
It wasn't like Kotaro solved their problems, but rather kind of like he made them realize a way around the problems. And it's not like they fixed their problems, but they kind of like found a better approach to confront their traumas or problems, whatever.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, like, Kotaro has seen some stuff.
Yes.
Like, he feels, and I think it was natural for a child, because he blames himself for the situation of his family, both his mom and his dad.
And his dad, because he thinks he's too weak to stand up to his father. And he thinks that's why his father couldn't handle that and became emotionally abusive. Right now the dad does have, I believe it is a restraining order.
Yeah.
Okay, it is. Yeah. So he can't legally like go to his son anymore. The mother is actually passed away, but she was also starting to get, you could say, negligent of Kotaro, unfortunately. From the flashbacks that we see. I mean, of course, there are.
Have you seen the flashback with the gloves?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Oh. Okay, so the mother did have some.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That particular part did surprise me because, man, it's such a heartbreaking show.
Yeah.
It's so sad. Yeah. So the mom, she couldn't take care of Kotaro unless she was wearing gloves. Like touch him or anything. So she had her own things to deal with. But Kotaro seeing those things so early in life, he's able to be in this new place and kind of turn around.
I mean, he matured a lot, but at the same time, it messed him up.
Yeah, and I think that's what's so heart-wrenching for the show is because he's like that. And all the adults say like, "Oh, you should probably have more fun, or be a kid, or something." Yeah. Which is a very huge
you're
theme.
4 years old. Like you should be acting as a kid, not as a more proper adult than what I could ever hope to be.
Oh right, like Karino, he like the mangaka guy, when he's supposed to be like supervising Kana and Kotaro in Kotaro's place, he's like you're not having any fun, like have more fun. What are you doing? Your kids, for heaven's sake. Something to that effect. But yeah, it's astounding.